Hey guys, thanks for joining me for my 2012 favorite beauty, skincare, hair care video. I'm so excited to do this. I think this year has been kind of revolutionary in showing me some products, or like I guess revisiting products that I used before that I kind of just like fell out of using for some reason, and then I came back to them and things like that. I've discovered a few more products along the way that I really like, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So I'm going to start with hair care, skincare, things like that before getting into the makeup portion. So my first thing is the Root Boost by Tigi. I just love this. I mean, I've been using this for about 2 years now. I finally got into my second bottle, and this is with using it every single time I wash my hair, so this will last you forever. So this is my first one. Then my other product right here is the Bioderma CBM H2O. This is something that I learned of by NurberXO here on YouTube, and she uses the pink one for dry skin. I use this greenish blue one for oily skin. It is a makeup remover that's non-rinse, so you put this in a cotton pad and kind of wipe it all over your face and take off your makeup. And I'm obsessed with this. This is my second bottle as well. Then the Umbrian Clay Face Mask by Fresh. This thing is amazing. If you've got oily skin, this is the perfect face mask for you to use. I would really, really recommend this to anybody with oily combination skin. I took this to India and I actually lost it there, so I had to end up buying a new one, but it just goes a long way. I use this once a week, and I've had the one that I took to India for over a year, so it'll last you a very long time. Then my Clarisonic. Again, you guys have seen me talk about this. I don't think it's done anything for my skin in particular in terms of like acne or anything like that, like cleaning that up or making that look better. I just really like the way that it cleanses. I really do feel like it gives you a much cleaner you know, face than you have started with before, or when you just use your fingers to scrub your face. I just think this does a much better job, so I liked it for that. And then the Enzo Milano. This is probably the hair tool that I use the most out of any of my hair tools, like more than my hair straightener and stuff like that. I absolutely love this. It's kind of an expensive hair product, but I think it's well worth it. I know people spend a lot more money on a flat iron than they do on a curling iron, but if you do want to get a fantastic curling iron, this is the only one I would recommend. Then, this is the La Mer Eye Balm Intense Eye Cream. So I used to use an eye cream by Murad a few years ago when I realized that I kind of have puffy eyes, and that helped a lot. Then they discontinued it or changed the packaging or something, but I have never been able to find that one again. So I did a lot of research, and everybody pointed me to this one, and this is so expensive. I didn't want to buy it without knowing for sure if it would be great. So I got a ton of samples starting in, like, I would say September, and it's now December. I've been using this ever since. I wouldn't say I've been amazing in terms of using it every day and night, but I've used it a lot. And this has made a huge difference to my under eye circles. If you guys can even look and comment and tell me what you guys think, because my mom kind of notices everything about me. And when I started to use this in the first couple days, she immediately told me, oh my god, you know, you look so much better, your under eye area looks so much firmer, it looks way better. So just the fact that she noticed it. And also I noticed that in my first couple days of trying this, it made an instant difference. And then from there on, you know, the progress has kind of slowed, but it did immediately make a difference. It's a great product to use just for instant gratification as well. If you want to, if you have an event to go to the next day and you want to use this just at night, that's a good, it's a great product for that as well. So I need to do a full review on this. I've still been living off of samples just because I wanted to make sure 100% that it would be great, but I actually got it for Christmas now. So now I have like the full version, but this is the one that I use. And then another like random thing is the Burt's Bees Nourishing Lip Balm with Mango. This is a specific one that I really love. I have been using Burt's Bees for probably like 3 or 4 years now, and this is by far my favorite one. It's the most moisturizing, I think. And it has kind of like a nice scent to it. So I'm somebody who usually doesn't like any scents, but I don't find this one repulsive. And I just think it makes a huge difference to your lips before you put on any lip product. You should always hydrate first. So I use this and I keep this in my purse. I just absolutely love it. And then the two other things that I really enjoy in terms of like skincare type stuff is these little cotton rounds. These are the Swisspers hypoallergenic cotton rounds. I use this in conjunction with my Bioderma or my Estee Lauder Take It Away, or whatever non-rinse face wash type thing I want to use, and I find this is extremely gentle. None of the cotton also gets off and like gets into your eye, which is important to me because I got LASIK, so I really like this. I get this at Publix, I'm sure it's available elsewhere as well, but kind of random but good product. And then my MAC wipes. I mean, I've told you guys a million times before, this is kind of hit or miss. It just depends on your skin type and how it's going to take to that. But in terms of removing makeup 100%, that's just simply the best. I feel like removing makeup on a daily basis with that is a little too expensive because those are so expensive. But if you're traveling or whatever, you want something really easy, or for your makeup kit, that's definitely a must-have. So then in terms of makeup products, these are definitely the cream of the crop, the only products that I've used pretty much the bulk of the entire year. Things that I use every single day for the most part, and things I just really, really enjoy that I think are, if you are my skin color, or if you like my videos, or if you like my recommendations or whatever, these are the things that I would pick up before picking up anything else. So let's get into foundations first. The Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus has probably been my biggest foundation of the year. I came back to this probably in about like June or July when my oily skin was just going at like crazy, and this is the only one that helped, so I really like that one. Then towards the end of the year, I rediscovered the Studio Fix Fluid by MAC. I'm really surprised by this because I've never truly loved any MAC foundation, but this one in terms of oily skin was awesome. And if you, with me camouflaging my hyperpigmentation and whatnot, it did work out pretty well, so I like that one a lot too for this year. And then under eye concealer, I'm still sticking with my Pro Longwear NW35 by MAC. This is the only one that I use for under my eyes. It just photographs beautifully. It looks amazing. It doesn't even look like you're ever wearing anything. The formula is just something revolutionary. Primers. This is just going to be a horrible thing because this is the only primer that I love. This is the Face Protect Protection Visage SPF 50 by MAC. It has been confirmed that they have changed up the formula. If you guys noticed in my previous video where I talked about this, somebody who actually works for MAC said that they changed the formula because the SPF regulations have changed with FDA, so they had to change it. So I plan on going to as many MAC counters as I can to see if they have any of the old ones left so I can buy those, because I just haven't found anything that's even like similar to that. The only one that I've been using recently that I got a sample of is a NARS oil-free, which is kind of hit or miss. Like, I don't know, I feel like some days it worked really well, some days it doesn't. But if you guys find any other primer with SPF, without SPF, that you think is really good, that could compare with the MAC one, please let me know. That's like my biggest like grievance of the year for right now. Besides that, I use my MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Finishing Powder as like my major powder for all over my face. I set it with this, and this is just like a powder puff for MAC, and it just stays on beautifully. So those are my two other products. Another amazing powder is a Ben Nye Banana Luxury Powder. This is especially good for under the eyes. I think it looks really good on camera. It's also very good for oily skin, but it's not as good as the Prep and Prime Translucent. So this one will probably photograph more if you use like a lot more of it. The Prep and Prime is more of a finishing powder, so the more you use of it, the less it's going to photograph well. But I think they're both pretty good. Then for cheeks, the two blushes. I think I found my company that makes blushes just amazingly well, and that's NARS. I have a million MAC blushes, I have a million Makeup Forever ones, whatever, but the only ones that I keep going back to are the NARS ones. And I feel like their formula is special, I feel like the colors are special, so the two that I've been using a lot this year. One is Lovejoy. This is like this really pretty, I don't know, it doesn't do it justice when you're looking at it right here. It's like a peachy, goldenish sort of color. It just looks so pretty. I was looking back at some of my college pictures from years ago, and I was using this blush then too, and I just kept thinking, oh my god, what's that blush that I'm wearing? It looks so good. And then I had to like go through my old videos to see what I was wearing at that time, and it apparently was this, and it just looks so good. I just absolutely love it. Then I also recently discovered Orgasm. I don't even know why I recently discovered it, because I've been hearing about this obviously for ages. It's probably the most like hyped up makeup product you'll ever hear about, but I had tried it on at Sephora so many times, but I never felt like it was that much of a must-have product. But I don't know, recently I just completely fallen in love with it. I use this every single day for work, and I think it's natural enough to where it doesn't look like you've worn that much, but it still looks very pretty and understated. It's what I've got on right now, so it's just, I put it on with a very light hand, so tell me if you guys like that on me. And then I also, for eyeshadows, the four things that I've been using. One, the Urban Decay Naked Palette, which is now broken, as you guys can see. I cracked the screen. When I took this to India, I was just using this all the time, and I managed to crack that with traveling. But I think that if you guys want a great starter product that is going to work really well for whatever occasion you have, it would be this one. I just recommended this to so many different people who don't really use makeup that much, so it was kind of new to them, like, oh, what kind of starter eyeshadow should I get that I can use a lot? So this is one of those for me, and I just use this all the time. Even right now, the look that I've got on my eyes is just so simple. Everything on my top lid is from the Urban Decay Naked palette. You can also go super dramatic with it, so it's really, really versatile. Then, a product that I love for a night out, if I only have a couple minutes, is this Makeup Forever Aqua Cream. This is in the color 1. It is a dark gunmetal gray, and I love it. I just think that it's so easy to put on. It really stays on, does not crease, and it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, so it looks three-dimensional. So I love that. I use that almost every single time I go out now. And then 2 eyeshadows. This is the MAC Blacklit Electrically Cool Eyeshadow. I love that. You can actually see that shimmer and sparkle even when you put it on. So it's nice because a lot of eyeshadows that look this way, once you put them on, that shimmer and sparkle just tends to disappear. It never actually transfers onto your lid the same way. So this one actually does. And then this one is one of, I just adore it. It's the Switch to Blue, also Electrically Cool Eyeshadow. And I've actually got it on my lower lash line right now. I've used a ton of blues before, all over my lid, all over my lash line, whatever. And this is the only one that I think is just so special. It's just non-fail. This and Petrol Blue Eyeliner, which I have right over here. This apparently is a permanent in MAC's collection. I thought it wasn't going to be because I used this many, many years ago. But this is Petrol Blue. This is probably one of the few products that I use on most of my clients, and they always call me back and they say, you know, what did you use? What did you use? It was so pretty. It was amazing. It stayed on, you know, whatever. So it's one of those. And you always want your clients to come back and be like, oh, what did you use? It looks so good. And that means that you're doing a good job, right? So that's one of those products for me that my clients always call back and ask about. And then for eyes, also the 2 mascaras that I use on top of each other is the Makeup Forever Smoky Lash. You guys know about this. I've used this for years now. And the MAC False Lashes. I put this one on first, which is a lot less dramatic. And then I layer on the Makeup Forever Smoky Lash. And I love the effect it gives me. It's like a thicker look, which a lot of people don't like thicker. They like longer. So this isn't exactly the longest look that you'll get. But for me, for what I like it for, it does a great job. And then an under eye corrector that I've been using, which I think is just fabulous, is the Bobbi Brown corrector in Dark Peach. That's what it is. I put this on just on the inside corners of my eyes, and it really instantly brightens up my eye. It really does what it's supposed to do. However, this creases like crazy, so I only use this on the inside. So if you've got a lot of darkness around here, I wouldn't use this because you're going to look crazy in a few minutes. I mean, I've tried it. I wanted it to work for all over, but it just didn't. So I don't know, maybe they need to reformulate it or whatever. But in terms of the color, when I put this on the inside of my eyes and whatnot, it goes back to like my normal skin color, which is what I wanted it to, so that's awesome. And then my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This stuff is amazing. I mean, there's no better eyeshadow primer you will ever use. I mean, there's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, there's a million others, whatever, but this is the only one that works. And I would tell you guys to get it in this big size in this packaging because it just doesn't get ruined. You end up using the entire product, unlike the ones they used to sell before, which I think are still on the market, but I would recommend this one. Then for other eye stuff, my eyeliner, the Urban Decay 24/7 Zero eyeliner, which is just a black. I love that. It really doesn't transfer. It doesn't budge. It doesn't, you know, get smudgy and whatnot, so I really like that a lot. And then my Rue Bonaparete by NARS, which is the white eyeliner, which I wear every single day for work, is also amazing. It really stays on. And I like the fact that it's, you don't have to sharpen it. You just kind of keep moving it and it keeps going. For my eyebrows, this is Lingering Eyebrow Pencil by MAC, and I use this on my brows. And I saw Julie G use this many, many years ago, not in Lingering, but in Stud. And her eyebrows always look so perfect. And the way that she did it, I loved it. And I picked up Stud, but for some reason it was too dark for me, and when I put this on, I just didn't like it. But then, ever since I got my hands on this, it's just the easiest way to do your brows without having to use eyeshadows. It's less mess, it's more portable, so I really enjoy that. And then for lips, my 2 products that I really love for this year are the Bettina Velvet Matte Lip Pencil by NARS. This is what it looks like. It's that shade of pink. It's just the prettiest pink, I think, that would flatter every skin color. And it's also really nice because it's a lot of product. You think that it's not, but it really is. It's super portable, and it's just a non-fail color. But you do have to make sure you moisturize your lips really well before you put this on, or you've scrubbed away like your dead skin cells and stuff like that, because if not, it's going to make any dryness on your lips a lot more apparent. And then, of course, I've got my number 25 lip paint from Inglot, which is this one, which is almost over. I love this. There's no better nude on the market. There just isn't, and I love the consistency of it. It moisturizes, it stays on, and it just looks amazing. Then my last product is Shell Cream Color Base by MAC, this is what it looks like. I've rediscovered this pretty recently, but I feel like it's a really, really easy way to have a quick highlight that you want to look like wow. So I've got this on right over here, and I totally forgot about this for for a year, probably, maybe more. And I rediscovered it, and I just think it's amazing. It's easy, it doesn't move, and it just flatters every skin color, which is giving you a little bit of a wow factor, especially for photography. It's awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.